Welcome to Night Sky Notebook. My name is Peter Dennerlein, and this is what's happening for September 2024. Let's begin with the moon phases. We start off with a new moon on September 2nd. First quarter is the 11th, full moon the 17th, and it's a very important full moon because it's also going to be a partial lunar eclipse. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Third quarter moon on September 24th. At the beginning of the month, we'll be looking for the zodiacal light. Look about 90 minutes before sunrise off over in the eastern part of the sky, and you're going to see a cone of light that extends up, only if you're in a really good dark sight. That's really essential for this. That's why we want to look for this, especially when the moon is not up. The reason it's best in the fall and spring is because it'll be higher up in the sky. Winter and summer, it's kind of on a lower angle, making it a little more difficult to see. The zodiacal light is really a reflection of dust from the collision of asteroids and comets from the very beginning of our solar system. You'll be amazed at how bright it is, and quite beautiful. It's worth getting to a dark sky to check it out. Saturn is at opposition. That means it is opposite the sun. So when the sun sets, Saturn rises. When Saturn sets, the sun rises. It means Saturn is closest to the Earth. And that's going to happen on September 7th. That'll give you your largest and best views of Saturn. And this year right now, it is really phenomenal because Saturn is almost edge on with the rings. They are very, very close. And that is really a beautiful thing to see. It almost looks like a straight line that's going across it. You'll need a telescope, though, in order to catch any of that. Saturn catches up with the moon on the 16th. So the moon will be leading Saturn across the sky. The next night is actually going to be full moon, and that's when we'll have our eclipse. This is going to be a partial lunar eclipse. Now, Saturn is going to be off to the right quite a bit, but the moon itself is going to go into eclipse in the early evening, starting about 8:41 p.m. It'll be over just after midnight, closer to 1 a.m. But the maximum, the time you really want to go out, is about 10:30. It's not going to be a very deep eclipse, but the major part of it is going to cut right across the top of the moon's head. It's going to make it look like the moon's wearing a red cap. And that's going to be pretty neat to see. Use binoculars. That will really give you a much better view. Autumnal equinox, September 22nd, 8:44 p.m. This is the very first day of autumn, of fall. It is on this day, on the equinox, whether it's spring or fall, the sun is going to rise exactly due east, and it's going to set exactly due west. That's the only time of the year when that happens. So welcome to fall. The moon is going to be next to the Pleiades on the 22nd, and then close to Jupiter on the 24th, and over to Mars on the 25th. Use binoculars again to try to get a good look at all of these, but this is going to be quite the progression in the early morning sky. Yeah, you got to get up early for it, but it really should be quite interesting to see. Quite pretty. And that's it for September 2024. To learn more, go to my blog at Night Sky Notebook. And until next time, keep looking up.